Isolated and infamous, Alcatraz was once home to America's most dangerous criminals, but there's more to this island than just escape stories and prison cells. Today, we're diving into the history of the Alcatraz prison and uncovering the events that shaped its legacy. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and comment what you want to see next. Please enjoy.
Many of us have heard of the legendary Alcatraz prison, but do you know the history behind it? Alcatraz is a prison that lies on the island originally named Las Islas de los Alcatraz by Spanish explorer Juan Manuel de Ayala, who found the island in 1775 on his Spanish exploration. It wasn't until the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo and the acquisition of California as the 31st state of the United States of America in 1850 that Alcatraz played an important role. Just months after California became a state, President Fillmore of the United States of America made an executive order to reserve the island for military use. This came at the height of the California gold rush as the population soared and individuals flooded California in an attempt to fulfill Manifest Destiny. Alcatraz was handed over to the U.S. Army and remained that way for the next 83 years. In 1933, though, the U.S. Army changed the jurisdiction of Alcatraz to the Department of Justice. Alcatraz had proved that it was a secure facility and was made into a maximum security prison that housed some of the most dangerous and infamous felons during this time, including Al Capone. One of the reasons why Alcatraz was such an ideal location to have a maximum security prison was because it was surrounded on all sides by water that contained frigid temperatures and strong currents, making escape nearly impossible. However, some did try, and in early May, the Battle of Alcatraz occurred, which was the result of a prison riot that ensued because the prisoners were able to overtake the guards and their weapons, and they had attempted to escape. However, only 3 made it out. It's uncertain whether they made it safely to land or whether they were swept away with the currents. The battle ended when the U.S. Marines arrived and restored the peace at the prison. But Alcatraz was not an easy place to maintain the cost. The cost exceeded the purpose and benefits of the prison, and on March 21, 1963, Alcatraz closed indefinitely. The highest costs were coming from obtaining clean drinking water for the inmates and the guards, and they also had issues distributing the waste that was being accumulated on the island. The next keystone in Alcatraz history is different from its original properties as being a prison, and it was the occupation of the Indians of All Tribes organization. The Indians of all tribes attempted to raise cultural awareness by implementing schools and museums on the island for tourists to come and visit, but in 1971, Richard Nixon ordered the evacuation of the group. And in 1972, Alcatraz became a tourist hotspot as it was made a Golden Gate National Recreation Area. It now sees millions of people each year as they learn the history and get to tour the actual prison facility. So while Alcatraz is known for its supposed shark-infested waters, it has a rich history starting as far back as 1775. Explore our timeline to learn more.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow us for more engaging content. Every Friday for the next few weeks, we'll be sharing fascinating stories about historical events that took place on Fridays. Stay tuned for more fun and intriguing history brought to life with ClioVis. Ready to create your own timeline? Start your ClioVis journey today at ClioVis.com and dive into history like never before.